It's a pleasure to meet you all. And now I am in Mercedes-Benz Gargash Enterprises in Dubai. And this is the vehicle you all know, the mighty G-Wagon. And first, I will tell you about the history of the G-Wagon. Mercedes-Benz first started to produce the G-Wagon from 1979. At that time, the Shah of Persia was a major stockholder in Mercedes-Benz. So he wanted to have some top reliable cars for his military, and Mercedes-Benz started to provide army vehicles. And in 1979 to 2000, Mercedes produced some army vehicles known as the G-Wagon, and from 2000 they made the military vehicle into a luxury vehicle. So toughness is fused with luxury, and it became the mighty G-Wagon. See here how mighty it is. Come, we can have a walk around. Now, if you see this G-Wagon, we can see here it has 22-inch alloy wheels. But if you want to have off-roading, I would suggest you to take 21-inch alloy wheels because smaller tires will give more grip and more off-road ability. And if you see this car is selected in green Hela Magno, which is a painted customized option, and it costs nearly 1 lakh dirhams. It costs around 10 to 15 lakhs in India to color this car with this paint. See how beautiful it looks. And this is a future which is special for the G-Wagon, mainly for the G63 AMG. While other vehicles like the G550 doesn't have the exhaust in the back, while G63 has the exhaust in the side. So, to tell about G-Wagon, it is one of the few Mercedes cars which is assembled outside Germany. It is manufactured in Styria in Austria. Because at that time, the Daimler headquarters was located there, and first Daimler only started manufacturing the G-Wagon. And to tell about this car is about 2 meters in height. To say into perspective, I am around 1.65 meters, and it is about 2 meters in height. You can see the height difference. The length is about 5 meters, and the wheelbase is about 3 meters, while the width is about 1.94 meters. So it's a very wide, long car and a very tall car. And this is one of the most significant features of the G-Wagon, these indicators. Come check the inside. To open the G-Wagon, we should push this button and we should open. And everything is finished in a good Napa leather. Even it's very hard to climb all this tall cars. And the steering wheel is covered with Napa leather and carbon fiber, which is an additional option. And you get the Burmester 18 speakers 750 watts sound system. And even the exterior, everything is covered with fine Napa leather. Everything is optional. And you can see the G manufacturer wood placed here. It's so good. And even this wood panel costs around 2 lakhs for Indian rupees. And G-Wagon is a mighty off-roader, and it has 3 locking differentials. It has central, front and middle locking differentials. And you will get a 12-inch screen for the driver and 12-inch screen for the passenger. And you get 3 memory mode settings with massage features. See, now I am closing the door. You can see the touch sound. This shows the build quality of the G-Wagon. If you see the frame, the seats, I won't say the seats are much comfortable. It's a bit upright, and even you get a decent leg space and a decent headroom. See, you can see the rear of this car. And even there, as this is a good off-road vehicle, even it is a tire inflator in back of the seat. But sorry, This time I couldn't open the back begin this seat. It is a tire inflator. And the G-Wagon has a water weighting capacity of about 700 mm, which is one of the highest water weighting capacity for any vehicle in the world. See here, even you get a mighty boot space. It is about 625 liters of boot space, and even if you get an upper leather padding here. Oh sorry, I forgot to tell about the engine specs of the G-Wagon. The G-Wagon, if you tell about the G63, it is powered by a 4.4 liter bi-turbo V8, and from 2024 it is coupled with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. The engine produces about 578 horsepower and the hybrid system produces about 20 horsepower, while the torque output remains at 850 Nm of torque, and the 0 to 100 claims at 4.4 seconds. And there is also the petrol variant, there is a G550. From up to 2014, it was produced by bi-turbo V8, but now it is produced by an inline-six engine, and it produces around 540 horsepower and it has around 700 Newton meter of torque. And 0 to 100 is around 5.5 seconds in it. And now we have the G58A with EV technology. You can see that the car takes U-turn itself on pressing a button in G58 EV, and it has 4 electric motors having 1300 Nm of torque and 580 horsepower, and 0 to 100 is about 4.5 seconds. Now it has a box-shaped car, so the fuel efficiency is so low, it comes around 3 to 4 km per liter. That's all about the G-Wagon. Even though it is a very heavy car, it's so fast on highways. And to tell about suspension, it's not great for city users, it's good for off-roading. You can feel the bumps inside the car. And there are many companies like Brabus and Mansouri which customizes the G-Wagon. Even many special editions of G-Wagon were made, like G63 4x4, which has a race ground clearance, and there is a G63 6x6, which is like a pickup version of G-Wagon with 6 wheels and a race ground clearance. That's all about the G-Wagons. Thank you guys. And now if you see this is the G580 EV vehicle, and this has an automatic U-turn. While I'm pressing the button, it automatically U-turns the car. When it, I feel this car is light than the petrol G63 version. See here, you can see that U-turn button here. It has a U-turn button. On pressing the button, it automatically the car U-turns. But the interquality is not much satisfied as a G63. If you see the G63 is painted in manufactured non-metallic sunbeam yellow, and you can see there is a AMG exterior package. Everything is dark.